it's going to be green light racing here at Monza. Here goes Noah. We're going to try and go wheel to wheel with the leader. Vic, once again, back on the top step. We did say take it easy. Oh my goodness. Sinead's going to go for it here into 14, 15. Side by side, is it going to be Mercedes or is it going to be a BMW?
Good afternoon, it's Friday, start your weekend here at Phoenix Sim Sports, and we are back again with some amazing races coming up. It is MX5s this evening. Oh boy, it's going to be a spicy one. It's definitely going to be a spicy one. But before we get into that, we'll have a quick shout out to our affiliates at Asetek Sim Sport. So if you're in the market for some lovely brand new sim gear, wheels, pedals, and all the good stuff, head on down to Asetek Sim Sports. Get to check out after filling your basket full of all the goodies. Enter the code Phoenix Sim Sport to get a lovely 5% off. And joining me in the commentary box today is Jake. Good to see you, Jake, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. Are you alright?
Oh, we're doing well. A little bit of a late run to the box, but we're here eventually. And
yeah, exactly.
Thanks for the bit there, Mav.
All the action, aren't we?
Oh, aye, and it's going to be a great one this evening. Back at Vallelunga, we had a fantastic one on the taxes last night, so if you guys haven't seen that one, do check out the VOD after the stream, of course, and it's also up on the YouTube, so check that out, youtube.com/PhoenixSimSport, and you'll see the action-packed double race that was here last night, one that you took part in as well, Jake.
Yeah, it was okay. Well, I mean, I hadn't had much practice because of GCSEs and other commitments, but the first race went okay, surprisingly, because I had to drive through for some penalty points that I've added. I think I had a couple for the drive-through, which was in the first race. Managed to get up to 12 in the end, which I was surprised because obviously dropped it back a bit with the drive-through, but then the second race just, well, went from bad to worse, but you know, these things happen. I've seen that, that's happened to me in real life, and things have happened and we had to pay, so it's not the end of it. It's not like I'm, you know, all up there in the championship. I just do it for a bit of fun, and you know, whatever happens, happens.
Aye, that's it. Sometimes it's just all down to a little bit of banter, isn't it? And it looked like you definitely had a little bit last night, that's for sure, but geez, GCSEs, you're making me sound like a dinosaur there. It was a long time ago since I did any kind of exams. So cheers for that one, Jake.
Yeah, there's not long left. I'll stop making you feel old, and then once they're finished, no more talking about GCSEs, which...
Oh, it's fine. Everything makes me feel old these days, mate. Like everyone else on the track. They usually make me feel old with how fast they are. But aye, long time ago that was, but we'll stick to the present, and at the moment that is going to be two wonderful rounds here of Vallelunga in the MX5, starting off with obviously qualifying just about to come up in a minute's time, and that'll be followed up with the race 1, which is under qualifying order, and then race 2, which is top 10 reverse, and that saw some action yesterday in the taxes for sure, the reverse grid.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've always seen, haven't we, with the MX5s, each week they deliver whatever track we go to, and I think the second race is my favourite of the evening, with all the, well, total carnage normally that happens, but I mean, it's just brilliant to see, obviously, everyone out there on track. We've got slightly down on numbers, but we've still got some great action. We've got the usual mid-pack fight, we've got a lot of them, haven't we, with similar lap times in the mid-pack, so I think we've got about 12, 13, which should be good to produce some good racing. I mean, it's quite a tight circuit, isn't it? So yeah, maybe a bit less is quite a good safe number for tonight. We could have had some carnage otherwise, but I think, you know, 12, 13 cars on the grid.
It's looking like 15 this evening, nicely. So nice 15, so we did get some extra ones at the end there. We're missing Miku this week. He is on his holiday hiatus, so big points on offer for Mikkel for a catch-up in the championship as we jump to qualifying, and I'm going to quickly change one thing, which is how many people are hiding on our list. Because if we've only got 15 drivers in here, we don't need that many more.
Extras, isn't there? A couple of extras on there that we obviously have had through previous rounds. I'm even on there because we've been doing some practice and got the odd people that have dropped in for a couple of rounds and not here, or like you say, likes of the championship front runner. He's not here tonight because is he on holiday? I think he is, isn't he? Yeah,
I think he's on holiday. Yep.
Right,
so
here we go then. Yep. They're all sprint out the pits, aren't they? Here they go, sprint out the pits. That's the first race of the evening.
Aye, the big
Who
sprint
get out
out.
first?
At least it went a bit cleaner than what happened at the LMUs on Saturday. That was a bit of a hectic run out the pits, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I saw that on the stream actually. It was carnage.
It was a bit carnage on the first opening of qualifying, bit of racing. Hello there to you too, Brian, and thank you very much for the compliment. I do like to keep myself rather well kept, I must admit. So that was a bit chaotic, but this should be even more fun this evening. On board with Twiz, he's looking like he could be up for it today. And then you see Peck just behind, got a lot of lovely new liveries as well today, Jake, that we'll have to kind of jump around to.
Yeah, do you know, I was just looking, I think some of the drivers must have been listening to what I said last week. We've got some nice bright colours, but cool, look at that one, lovely, yellow.
That's GG Lins, yep.
Yeah, that's really nice. I mean, we've got some cool yellow. Stunning, isn't it?
That's in your face. You're not missing that one in a hurry. I'm going to call that the lemon, as we see Mr. Peck looking the wrong way around.
We've got NASCARs racing at my local track on Sunday. Proper NASCAR type livery, innit? American, big number 66 on the side. Stunning livery. It looks really nice, doesn't it? Makes the MX5 look a lot bigger than it actually is.
Yeah, I like these popping out. There's Brian's livery as well. That's looking lovely. The Martini Red Bull. Lots of stickers on that thing. Hopefully it's not adding too much weight to the car. There we go. That looks lovely, that does. A lot of stickers on that car. The 777 car.
I think he's got a bit carried away with the stickers, or he just likes his stickers, but we'll see how he goes tonight. I mean, he's been doing well, he's been improving each week, so it'll be interesting tonight to see where Brian can get.
Yeah, I might have to ask him where on Temu he found his sticker pack. Could definitely do with some for my McLaren. Mr. Peck, yep, recovering after his last corner spin there on his outlap. I'm going to see what times the guys are going to start throwing in.
Just looking back at practice, Cody was pretty rapid, well, as he is every week, but he was pretty rapid. Mav was up there as well, wasn't he? And Mikhail, the usual suspects, but good to see. I reckon I've set some pretty decent times in practice, so let's see what he can do in this qualifying, and even likewise, even if we can get any surprises. I mean, Parmesan, he was also looking pretty quick in practice, as we've seen throughout all the rounds. So I think we're going to see some good lap times coming in a lap or so. Aye,
it's definitely one thing. Whoa. As we get a 125 from GOVEE, GG Allen. Yeah, I think Michaelos should be pretty quick today. It's good to see Parmesan back. Been missing for a couple of rounds, and we know how rapid he can be. I did miss most of practice because I was running late trying to get in the door. But yeah.
I'll just quickly load up the practice times and find them, see who was up in our top 5.
Because at the moment it's Mr. GOVEE with a fastest one. Oh no, I say that. Brisen with a 124.991. Brisen had a good run yesterday as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Very good run.
Quick up there, I watched the stream back and didn't realise how far up the field it was. That was pretty decent from him as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, Brisen very, very fast yesterday, so definitely knows his way around the Vallelunga circuit very well. And we just had a little squidgy there with Louis, who's having some troubles. Mikhail then, 124.313, provisional pole position, 6/10 faster than Brisen on that one. So we have an initial real fast pace setter, and it's Mikhail. As I said, he'll be looking to take advantage of Miku not being here this week, not being here next week either. And then Parmesan steps right in and he's like, I'm back, baby.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Mikhail, it's just what he wants, isn't it? He wants his main rival to be off for a few weeks, which he knew even from the first couple of rounds, because he did openly admit it, Miku, didn't he? I mean, I think it's going to certainly help their championships, even the likes of, you know, people further down the order. You've got Aiden, and with this smaller grid, you're going to get people that are usually a lot further down, but you're going to get everyone's going to get decent points, because some of the main rivals, and we're a bit lower on the grid, some decent points for everyone, I think.
Well, that's it. Yeah, it just opens the grid up a lot more. As I said, there's Twiz as well, currently down in 8th with 125.428. Hopefully it will be wanting to improve on this run. Where have we got Mav? Mav in P6 at the moment, almost a dead exact time to Brisen as well, so it was a very quick time from Mav. The grid is looking very tight again, look at that.
Yeah, well, I was just looking, from practice we had Cody in P1, a 123.787, and then Parmesan on a 124.1, so a couple of 3-4 temps separating it, and then we had Mikhail in P3, and he was on a 124.2, so the grid looks pretty tight. There's some surprises. I mean, we've got GG Lund in P6, he's been fairly consistent. Mav in P4, that was very impressive from him in practice, but we'll see what they all can do in this, well, 4 minutes left of this qualifying session.
Yeah, we will, and look at that, Parmesan and Mikel trading places. Mikel took pole position there for a brief second, but Parmesan instantly took it back, and there's nothing between them. 500ths of a second between them.
Yeah, just looking,
Mikel was on up to 3.
Mikel's on a very quick lap. He's just set the fastest purple sector 1, 27.381. So this will be interesting what he can do. He's 0.3 up on his best lap, so he's set a purple sector 1. So we'll see what he can do.
So these guys be trading places, I think, throughout. Fiala jumps himself up to P9 there, pushing Brian down. Pick now down in 11th, Aiden in 12th. Louis is there in 13th, and Cody, he's now out and about. Louis pushing himself up to P12, knocking Aiden down. Good to see Aiden's back again. How's the toe?
Yeah, he's back. I think his toe's a little bit better. Last week, obviously, his toe got worse because he was here the first week that he broke it, but last week, I think it got a bit worse. I think, well, it's pretty much on the mend, and hopefully he can get a good haul of points tonight.
Fingers crossed he can. At the moment, with the grid set out, he's definitely going to end up with points. There goes Mav.
Oh.
And I've just cursed his qualifying, so he's really going to hate me. Right, I've always been told I'm not allowed to follow Mav early in the race or in qualifying, and I followed him in qualifying, I've cursed him, and that is not going to be doing his qualifying any favours. Parmesan has set a yet another fastest time, just over a 10th quicker than Mikel this time, so those two are trading blows. But look, Gigilin's not too far behind, neither's GOVEE. So what?
Yeah, you've got...
The top 7 are all within a second of each other tonight.
I was just going to say, I mean, you've got 3rd, 4th and 5th very, very close. Only 0.1, 0.2 separating them. Well, virtually, yeah, 0.2. So that's going to be interesting. I mean, like we always say, the mid-pack's always going to be pretty much where all the action is, if not, you know, at the front. Because obviously we've got Parmesan and Mikel and GG Lund, like you say. He's not too far off them. There'll be a good race between the top 3, definitely.
Oh, aye, absolutely. I have a feeling it's going to be an extremely nose to tail battle, this one. They're very quick, and Cody with 1:24.0 snatching pole there with only 2 minutes left to go on the clock, just under, and he snatches it by less than a 10th. Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Mikel
impressive.
has just done a 1:23.87.
This
right
is
at the 23s.
Yeah, we've only got 0.2 between the top 3. That's pretty impressive. Oh, Aiden pulling off. I think he's letting the faster cars ahead yet. There he is. I can't get over GG Lund's livery. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
that's my favourite livery on the grid now.
I am going to call this the Lemon MX5. A very bright colour. Let's see if Parmesan and Cody can reply to that 23.8 set by Mikel. Absolutely rapid time, that one. Has GG got anything left to give? No improvement on that time.
Looking at sectors, most people are on their slowest laps at the moment. I think they're all building up to their last probably lap now.
Yeah.
But no one really setting the world alight in terms of lap times and sectors. I mean, Brizin in P8, he's just done a good, his personal best sector 2, so we may see an improvement from him because there's not much between him and 6th really, so we could see an improvement from Brizin in P8.
Could do. A few of these guys have been running their tyres for a while. A few of them are on a fresh set now. So, as you said, we'll see if there's any kind of improvement. The top 3 are all within a fraction of each other. And then there is a little bit of a gap back to GG that we're on with. It's 0.4 from him to Parmesan. So the top 3, a little bit of a class of their own at the moment. But anything is yet to go. We will see. I don't think GG's going to get across the line for another one. But we're going to have a look.
GG Lund.
Who's going to be the last one across the line? I think it's going to be Parmesan. May get one more lap out of this.
Just looking down the field, GG Lund set his personal best sector 1, a bit slightly slower on his personal best in sector 2, but Alan in P7 and Twiz in P9 have both got green purple sectors 1 and 2, so may see an improvement from Alan in P7.
Don't know if anyone else noticed that, but that was a very sideways MX5 at speed passing us there as we're checking on board with GG. Can he get an improvement? He does, but it's not enough to challenge the top 3. And let's see if anyone else can improve. Is Mav going to do anything? No, Mav has crossed the line. That is him finished. P6, Mikel in the pits. Twiz, can we see anything from Twiz? No improvement from Twiz. Right, let's see if we can get on board. Let's see if we can find Cody's going for it. Let's see. So Cody and Parmesan really the only other ones that can challenge Mikhail at the moment for pole position. Can Cody do anything?
I think he's going to. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, he does.
He does.
23.8.
Look at that.
Only just.
400ths of a second.
It's amazing. I was just watching his sectors. I mean, his sector 1 was slightly slower, but his sector 2 and sector 3 were his fastest. Not purple, but his fastest of his own session. So it's certainly, I mean, Cody, Mikhail, Parmesan, and Gigi Lund slightly further back, but that top 3 very, very close. And then your midfield with GOVEE, Mav. Impressive from Mav and Alan. I mean, Alan was going quicker. Then he went into the pits. So I don't know whether he ran out of fuel or something, but he went back in the pits briefly and then was come back out, which is a bit strange.
A little bit strange from Alan, but yeah, and absolutely rapid. That top 3 is looking incredible, especially that gap between Cody and Mikhail. It's not even a blink of an eye. So there you go. Cody on pole position, Mikhail in P2, Parmesan 3rd. Great run there for the top 3 and a good return from Parmesan. Gigi Lund will take up 4th place, and it's GOVEE and Maverick, Alan and Brison, and Twiz. And then Fiala will round out the top 10, and Brian in 11th. That lovely. See, the stickers did weigh him down, and it's unfortunately he's not been able to get a top 10 position this evening. So he's in 11th, Peck in 12th, Louis in 13th, and Aiden still on the recovery from a broken toe down in 14th. But we know what he's like. Not the quickest on tracks. He doesn't know to begin with, but does build himself rather well into a race.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen Aiden, haven't we, throughout the whole of the series so far. Start off slower in the qualifying, and I think some tracks he got up to like 3rd or 4th in some of the races, and his lap times were coming down like by the end of the evening he was like 3 or 4 seconds down. So it'd be interesting what he can get down to by the end of the evening, because obviously especially in the reverse grid race he's going to have people in the mix. If he can get in the top 10, obviously he'll be in the fight for the reverse grid, because it's only top 10 now to minimise all the carnage, isn't it? Now I think we're just doing top 10.
Yeah, that's right. Top 10 will get switched around at the end of this result. Well, end of this race once we get the result. I'm just distracted by petting a kitty.
Yeah, so this is going to be pretty impressive stuff, I think, for certainly, like you say, Cody and Mikhail in top 2, and then obviously Parmesan not too far back in P3, and then it's just all very, very close for the mid-pack. But as we see them all get onto the grid, not long to go, 2 minutes to lights out, and we'll be ready under the way with race 1.
Yes, it's going to be an absolute classic race 1, I can see already. These guys are just something else. And we are going to have a little looky. Who are we going to start with? We
should go Parmesan, because he's, well, it's up to you.
Sit with Parmesan. That should be a good start for us. Aye. We'll kind of see what's going on.
And this is a good start, I reckon. Unless we go GG Lund, because his livery is so nice, we get to see it a bit more.
A little bit of some GG Lund exposure there, is it? There we go.
Yeah, look, lovely livery. I love it. So nice.
It is. Well, we'll sit with that one, I think. See the big lemon waiting there in P. Where did GG end up? P4I.
Yeah.
Aye.
I mean, my livery is nice. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but Aiden's using my livery for this series, so it's pretty nice. I like my livery. It's all plus in JW Racing. Advertising myself, but I think apart from my livery, I mean GG Lund's and Mavs is nice. McLaren-y type livery with some blue flashes. That's pretty decent. I like his car as well.
And as we see, Mikhail and we're missing Nestor this week. That's another one. Usually rocking that DLX livery as well that we've seen in a few different of our series.
I think we're missing the tyre whisperer, aren't we, Matt?
Matt isn't here this evening. That's right. Victory yesterday in the Tatuses. With a fantastic drive and fantastic battle as well. It was something else to watch. Yeah, he's missing this evening. But we're about to get ready for lights out here in the MX5s. I'm ready for action, folks, as we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They're being held. Who's going to be the fastest off the line here? Race 1, and we're off skis. McKill with an absolute great start. Oh, no. Cody.
Yeah.
Cody having an absolute bog down.
Into the back of him.
I think
good avoidance from everyone. But he's dropped down right to 9th. 9th, 10th, yeah.
Someone took a little bump there, and that's just given Mikkel the chance to explode away. And a bit of a battle here going on. And look at that. Gigi is getting swarmed by GOVEE. Great run there. Getting pushed to the outside. GOVEE's been hit.
That was a bit brave, wasn't it? Ambitious. 3 wide into that corner. I mean, it's very tight as it is. But, I mean, we've got Mikael. He's certainly got a little bit of a gap. And then Parmesan in P2. So, fight now is with P3 for Mav. So, Mav's jumped up to P3. Very good. Good start for him, but he's very much under pressure from P4 Twiz, and then he's got Twiz has got Alan behind him. We've seen Alan go very well at a lot of the different circuits, but this is the main battle that we're going to focus on at the moment. On board with Twiz, we've got Alan. He's going to probably make up a position, up to P4. Now he's going to be looking at the rear of Mav's car. Oh, as Twiz goes right over the curbs, slows him down a little bit, but good start, pretty clean, apart from obviously Cody having the unlucky start. We've had a good start so far.
Oh, we have. Twiz having a little bit of a slide there, as they all do, and just Mikael already stretching his legs, 1.2 seconds ahead. Mav in P3, 1.8 behind Parmesan. So the top 2 running away already as we finish this first very chaotic lap. Cody down in P8, however, so he's suffered a lot from that stall on the line. Gigi in 6th, Prison 7th. Fiala and Peck about the same as where they are. Brian's kind of, I think he's dropped the position to Louis, and GOVEE obviously suffering as we saw from that contact on lap 1. Down in P13. Then Aiden down in P14 doing his thing.
It's going to be very interesting where Cody can get back up front, because obviously we've seen he's got the ultimate pace. We're on board with him now in P7, chasing everyone down, chasing Twiz down at the moment. But I mean, it's going to be interesting because we've seen him in the reverse grid race have some unluckiness, and also obviously it tends to go better obviously when he's qualified, but he's having a good battle with Brizin at the moment, P7 and P8. So it'll be interesting. He's got 17.5 minutes to change it and get back up the order, so it'll be interesting what he can do.
Definitely will be interesting to see what he can do. So, bumps. Who is the one that got bumped there? It was Gigi, the lemon.
Yeah, Gigi right off, going very wide because of the contact. It's such a shame for him. I mean, down to P10 now, so Cody and Fiala. Fiala's right up behind Cody, but Brizin, yeah. I call Peck doing quite well, pretty decent. Had a good start up to P8.
Contact there on the inside from Fiala by the looks of things. So, pecking a bit of the wars there. Nice little chain of MX5s as we see GOVEE at the tail of it. And just so easy you can fall down the grid here. Gigi down in 10th after that little excursion. Whoa!
Oh, there's more contact, yeah. Or did he just lose the end? It was hard to tell from that view.
It sounds like Gigi's gone off. Gigi has gone off, so something did happen there. It looks like there was a little smidge of contact, and Gigi's the one worse off for it as we see GOVEE getting past Brian.
Oh, and sideways in the little MX5, lovely. What these MX5s love, always going sideways. Wherever you watch them on the sim or in real life, they love it, don't they? GOVEE trying to make a move on Michael Peck. Yes, I think he's going to get P9 away from him. Good little fight between these three, because obviously top 10's only reverse, so at the moment Peck's starting on pole. We did see, obviously, Peck last week have a pretty decent run for the first half of the race last week when he started up the front, didn't we, in the reverse grid?
Aye, that we did. And it looks like he does have quite a little bit of confidence up the front when he does get a little bit of a break. We'll just see where he goes in this one, because Brian's not going to let him go that easy. As we see Cody on his little catch back. Oh, Alan is keeping tabs on Mav, who's completely fallen off the back of Parmesan, who is sitting still 1.5 seconds behind race leader Mikael. As I was about to say they're just crossing the start finish line. I was wondering, I was like, wow, you have a curse, Mav? No, I haven't. The timing board has cursed me.
Yeah, that happened. I think it doesn't like it, does it? It goes off fastest laps, I think, briefly, but then it stops back into race mode for the positions. So on board with Cody still, certainly chasing everyone down to 0.4 to Twiz in P5. So be interesting if once he gets past, if he does get past Twiz, I think he probably will, because we have seen he's got a lot of pace and he's still got 15 minutes to do it. It'd be interesting if he could catch up Alan and Mav, obviously, for the podium.
Yeah, definitely. And according to the head-to-head, it's not going to take Cody long to get past. There we go. Down the inside on Twiz. A very easy move there by Cody. Twiz having a little look back, but definitely not on. So a great little planned move there by Cody. on his little revenge run back up the grid after a very, very poor start. I wonder what did happen to him to pretty much stall out on the grid there.
It'd be interesting whether he's like sim or wheel or whatever he's on disconnected. I don't know, but then he probably wouldn't get back going that quick. Be interesting to ask him after the races tonight.
Well, Royal probably have done a me, which is looked away at the wrong moment and petted the cat, and then realised the race has started. It was the first time I've done that. Alan is keeping very good tabs on Mav at the moment, who is holding himself quite well. Cody's on a rampage, by the way.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Cody, it didn't take him long, did it? Fastest lap already, and obviously he fell back down the order, so quite tricky for him as a faster car than the ones ahead, obviously to get his lap times quick and obviously be the fastest. So he's just got under into the 123, and he's certainly closing down whilst these two are, well, not battling, but I mean, Alan, like you say, is certainly keeping up with Mav, so Mav doing very well. I don't want to curse him, but P3, pretty decent, and obviously you've got Alan behind, and then Cody dropped away a little bit, but we're interesting to see if he can catch these and get back on the podium, because if he can, it's going to be very good. Aiden up to P12. Michael Peck, I think he's made a mistake as he drops from P12 down to P14, so whether a slight bit of gets back up to P13, so good little battle down the order between them two.
Yep, let's see if we can try and skip to this little battle down here. And we'll have a little on board with Aiden as Louis looking to make a little move. There's Peck a little bit off the back, so these guys are absolutely going for it, tooth and nail.
He can control the MX5 very, very well, can't he? I mean, we've seen him at a lot of tracks doing some drifting around the corners and controlling the car very decently.
A little bit deep there, but he's still got it. Cody is absolutely flying right now.
Yeah, it's impressive stuff, isn't it? Another fastest lap that time, and got that gap down again by half a second, so he's certainly chasing Alan for P4. I mean, he's on a proper fight back through the field.
It is indeed. It's not going to take too long before Cody is up and past, and you know, Mav still just kind of falling off the back of Parmesan, but he's not got too long to hold on. Just over 12 minutes left to go in race one. And
Aiden pulled away a little bit, well, because obviously these two are fighting. Louis and Eck for the last place on the last place in the race. So good little fight all up and down the field. I mean, it's great to see some battles right up the front for obviously podiums, and then some. Everyone's got someone to race with, which is brilliant. Cool, very big dive from Louis to get himself up to P13. Very good move from him.
And it does, and this, as you said, just lets Aiden jump away. Now there's a bit of a battle going up ahead that we need to get involved with, and here we are. It's Alan and Cody. Oh, look at that by Cody. He just slides his Mazda right in and about there, and it's Mav's next on the chopping block, you have to say.
Oh god, yeah, definitely. He's coming for whoever it is. He doesn't care if it's the organizer and the organizer of Phoenix Sim Sport. He could not care. He just wants to get back through that field, chase down, and I mean, he's got a 5-second gap to Parmesan once he gets past Cody Mav. So I think that'd be interesting if he can close down. But he's still got just over half the race, so be interesting when he can. Well, he's still catching up. I mean, don't rule out Alan. He's still right up behind Cody, isn't he? I mean, he's not dropped back. They're having a good little fight. But this is definitely not what Cody wants when he just wants to pull away and get up, into the podium spots.
Well, that's it, as we see Alan going a little bit wide there. Mav hanging on at the moment, but still half a second back to Cody. And Cody and Alan battling pretty hard. As you said, there is a bit of a drop off ahead. 4.8 seconds the gap to Parmesan, who is 1.6 off the back of Mikel. So they're kind of, staying steady on pace up the front.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both of them, we saw them all, Mikel, Parmesan and Cody up in the top 3 for qualifying, and they were all very close, weren't they? Parmesan a little bit slightly off the front too, but he's clearly showing in the race that he can go as quick, if not even very slightly quicker than Mikel. So good stuff from them, and they're keeping consistent gap. But now Cody all over the back of Mav. He just wants to get past at this point. Look, he takes the wide line. Is he going to try the cut back, or is he going to try right around the outside? Do what he does, and that's just helping obviously them the front two pull away and extending the gap once Cody gets past Mav. I'm still on board with Mav in P3. I mean, proper close racing between these two. Look, Cody trying every single racing line in the book. Look, he just wants to get right past Mav, and I think he has, yeah. Yes, he does. Is he going around the outside? Yeah. Yep, so Cody up to P3, and very impressive. I mean, Mav still very much on him, right up behind him, but Cody, I mean, it sets another very, very impressive lap. But it's going to be interesting whether he can pull away from Mav, or is Mav going to try and challenge him back?
Cody just putting that Mazda in all the right places at the moment. Let's see if Mav's going to make a little dive down there. Cody covering the inside. Mav going to try and sweep wide in tight. Looks like Cody's in control of this one for the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen him. Well, he had a very good lap, and it was obviously with the top 3 in qualifying. So I think if he can pull away, maybe even close that gap, because he's not much quicker. But we do see Mikael go into the 23s, so he's setting some quicker lap times as well. So, but the gap staying pretty consistent between them two. But Cody definitely pulling away from Mav.
It certainly is. There's a little battle on, going a little bit down the road with Aiden.
Yeah, good battle between these 3, and Aiden in P12, and then he's got Louis behind him, and very close these 3, aren't they?
You see Louis getting past. Peck looks like he's made a mistake back there somewhere.
Yeah, I think he dropped back. He was right up. He dropped back, didn't he, a couple of laps ago, and then I think he closed back up. But now, obviously, Louis up to P12, Aiden in P13, so be interesting if, I mean, Aiden is quicker on lap times, only by 0.4, but 0.4 is all it needs, isn't it? I mean, yes, Louis got past already, but he's still got 8 minutes to change that. Oh, as Aiden gets a little bit too much on the curb, starts to go sideways, but keeps it clean and keeps it neat and tidy, and he's still up there in P13, so pretty decent going from him, still whilst he's recovering, but good running from him. I mean, we've got Alan right up behind Mav again for P4.
We've got a battle here for P7, which is Brisbane, Weeby and G.G. Land. Oh no, sorry. Brisbane,
Wiz as well.
Twiz, that's it. G.G. Land just a little bit far back there, 6.4 seconds back.
A good race between these 3. I mean, Fiala, I noticed a couple of laps ago, I forgot to mention it, he dropped down to P12, don't know what happened to him, or P11. Oh, look at them going right sideways around that corner, they love it, don't they? The MX5 is brilliant whatever track we go to, but riding on board with GOVEE, this is a good battle for the last place in the top 6, isn't it? I mean, we've got Twiz, GOVEE, and then Brisbane behind, so it's got 7 minutes for GOVEE to try and make a move to get P6, but this, I mean, obviously Cody's got past Mav, he's pulling that gap, but I don't think he's going to close up to Parmesan, because they're all similar pace, aren't they? Unless one of them, the top 2, makes a mistake, but that's very rare between them 3, definitely, isn't it?
Yeah, he might have the pace, Cody, but he doesn't have that much pace. GOVEE makes the move on Twiz.
It gets up to P6. Who else have we got? Some good, yeah, so really the main battle, I mean, we've got good battles that we just looked at between Louis, Aiden and Michael Peck. Michael Peck's closed back up to Aiden, and Aiden's closed back up to Louis, so a brief little, obviously Louis pulled away a little bit further, but we've got GOVEE currently in the last place in the top 6, but certainly Twiz looks like he wants that P6 pack, doesn't he? I mean, he's trying every move in the book, try and get up the inside, show his nose. Is that going to help? Is that going to help Twiz, or is it even going to bring Brisbane into it? Brisbane all over the back of Twiz for P7.
He's absolutely flying, these 3, and a little mistake there from Twiz. But it's not over yet. The gap to the front now, 1.3 seconds between Parmesan and Mikael. So Parmesan finding a little extra space there.
Yeah, coming down very slightly. I mean, it's staying consistent, isn't it? I mean, it's always been between 1.2 and 1.5 seconds, just drifted out a little bit more. But of course, different setups, different strengths and weaknesses of the driver. Varies obviously each corner, and obviously, well, like we see these 2, obviously Twiz P7, but he's certainly coming under pressure now from Brisbane.
He is. And he's all up the inside. Good line there from Brisbane.
Yeah, very good. I mean, that Twiz did go a little bit wide, I would say, but obviously Brisbane had a very good run through there. But I think Twiz is just going to keep that. Yeah, but sure, look at that. Brisbane right over the back of him. Is he going to try the outside, or is he going to try the inside? I think he goes to the outside. Yes, he does. Deep and then back in. Yeah, yeah, this is a good battle between these 2 for P7.
although slower than the Tatuses, they offer some damn good battles, these guys in the MX5s.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen that, haven't we, throughout the whole series, really. I think I'm going to try my hand at the MX5s next season, and maybe instead of the Tatus. But certainly, I could never drive these. I remember when I first got my sim, I used to be spinning all the time, but through a bit of practice, and I've upgraded my sim a couple of times, I mean, I can get in the hang of them a little bit more, which you know, good for a bit of confidence. But I think I'll try these next once we finish the Tatuses and everything's, once we've had the week's break, I reckon I'll go to these and see how I do in these.
Aye, definitely good fun are the MX5s. Which also reminds us, next Wednesday we have the one-off RS 1600 challenge. And that is going to be 2 3-lap races round the Nordschleife in the classic touring car 1972 for RS 1600. I tell you what, that's going to be a fun one. There's also some prizes up for offer, so you'll just have to find that on the sim grid. Yeah, definitely want to get involved in that one. As, that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I do enjoy the Nürburgring. I do enjoy RS 1600s. And I really do enjoy having that traction control switch off. Oh, and don't worry, it is a noob-friendly event. There are assists if you need them, but you know, I just like to go a bit nuts when I'm around the Nordschleife. Yeah. Just like Alan at the moment, 0.8 off the back of Mav.
Yeah, this certainly kept a consistent gap, hasn't he? I mean, he's drifted in and out of a second and closed back up at certain points, but Mav has had a pretty good run so far. I don't want to curse him now, but we've still got this continuous battle for the last place. Oh no, sorry, this is P12 and P13. Aiden's dropped back a bit slightly, but not by much, so these two battling is only going to bring Aiden back into it. Very good race between these last three in the race.
Well, this is another amazing thing about the series is, wow, we see Louis going wide, Peck down the inside. I was going to say is, no matter how much the grid seems to split, there's always a little group, you know, no matter your skill level, there's always a little group that you can, you know, battle with. Oh, bit of door banging between these two.
That was very alert from Peck, though, to get through when Louis went wide, and obviously Louis did briefly get the better of him again, coming through the last couple of corners, but then Peck back up to P12, so very good from him. And then we've got obviously Aiden very close now behind Louis, and Aiden gets past Louis, so and these three, I mean, a lot of the pack spreading out, but we've still got that good battle drifting in and out of half a second between Twiz and Brizin for P7.
That's right, and Alan's down to 0.6 behind Mav, so that gap coming down a little bit. Cody is reeling in the leaders, but he's definitely not got enough time left to do that. Just over a minute and a half. But we'll come back to this battle real quick, and it is Brizin down the inside. Yep. Cody with a 1:23.827, a new fastest lap here, lap 13.
Well, this has been action-packed as always, isn't it? I mean, it's been some great bit of drama with obviously Cody having to make his way back up the field, the problem off the start. But obviously, still got a great battle. God, look at these two, pretty much side by side. I thought it was going to run into the back of them then, but pretty much side by side they have been for quite a while. These two, good battle. As Brizin in P8 trying to still get past Twiz. They've switched around for quite a while, but Twiz still there. GOVEE was obviously at the back of this pack, but now with these two fighting, he's got right away in P6, so good stuff from him.
Yeah, and he's obviously made up the ground that he lost at the start when he had that spin, so it's good to see GOVEE obviously getting back into the race, get some good points. Brizin and Twiz, I think, are going to be battling to the very, very death on this one.
Geeland as well, back up to P9, obviously after what happened to him as well, back up to P9, so obviously he's going to be in the reverse grid and start second. That'd be interesting from him as well, because we did see that he had some good pace earlier on. That's staying fairly consistent, isn't it, at the front? Drifting in and out.
They have just moved on to what will be their final lap of this race. So that gap's sitting about 1.7 seconds. We're going to have a little check on our leaders quickly, because we haven't seen them in a wee while. Here's Mikhail. He does race, and he's been out in the lead all race, so we'll give him some camera time. And it's been a very, very equal race between him and Parmesan, hasn't it? All race long.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's had quite not relaxed because he's obviously still been seeing Parmesan behind him, but he's not had any problems. You know, he's kept it clean himself. No one's really came under threat from him. He might actually lap someone before the end. Not too sure actually. I don't think maybe he will. Maybe no, I don't think he will actually. They're just coming out of that corner, aren't they? Yeah. Should just make it the last couple in the race. Obviously they've been fighting, so hopefully they can get over the line before obviously Mikel. But we do see Mikel coming through the last couple of corners. Very decent, consistent drive from Mikel as always. And then Parmesan, obviously very impressive in P2, making a very good comeback to say, oh look, I'm back, I'm still here, don't forget about me, because he's had a pretty decent run. But Mikel coming out of the last corner, and he takes P1. So very impressive stuff from Mikel to win race 1 of the Phoenix Sim Sport MX5s tonight. And then Parmesan there in P2, and then we're going to have Cody after a very, very impressive fight back to take P3.
Does indeed. And just to top things off for Mikel, he set the fastest lap at the end of it as well.
Yeah, that was that was very decent of him. And oh look, they have having a bit of fun after the
some skittle ones, yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, why not?
We'll just sit on board with Aiden as he comes to finish his race. Oh, following a little bit of the wrong line of Louis there, so he's fallen off the back of Michael Peck.
They had a good race though, all of them three, didn't they, for quite a while. It's slowly spread out up again, but you know, they've all finished, they're all getting the points. Like I say, it's a bit of a smaller grid, so lots more advantages for the slower guys as well to get some good points. A decent run for everyone, really. Oh,
Michael Peck having an accident
Peck,
there.
Yeah.
And that promotes Aiden.
Yeah. Yeah, see, everything can happen.
Michael.
The last couple of corners, he's going to be so frustrated, isn't he, Michael?
That was unfortunate.
Definitely.
Well, Aiden looks like he's going to take P13 unless he can have a little mistake. Nah, he holds it together. So P12 for Louis, P13 for Aiden, and P14 for Mr. Peck. Oh.
There you go. Bumper cars. Oh yeah, look.
Roadblocks everywhere. Great race from these guys. That was an exciting first race. The second one's going to be equally as fun, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, pretty impressive stuff from obviously Cody to get back up there into P3 in the end. And then here they go. We're ready for some carnage, do some bumper cars and some carnage. Why not? But yeah, we've had some good racing. We had a good fight. Obviously, P7, P8 battle was pretty decent. A couple of 3-4 minutes until we get the reverse grid race underway. But certainly going to be interesting. Obviously, Mikel, Parmesan, and Cody starting right at the back of the top 10. So be interesting whether they try and get their way through really quick, or obviously they have got 20 minutes, but we do normally see them try and get their way through pretty quick, don't we?
Aye, definitely. We'll just have to see how it goes. It's a top 10 are reversed for the second race, so I think it's going to be absolutely chaotic. Especially the pace that Cody and Mikel were trading there at the end. They're going to want to get through these guys so quickly. But
definitely.
It's a fast track, so there's plenty of spaces for them to overtake, especially down the long straights. But it's going to get twisty, and especially there's a couple of really tight hairpins here at Vallelunga, and probably not best places to overtake. But we'll just have to see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we always see, don't we, some bit of carnage. I hate to say it, but we always do in the reverse grid. I mean, we've seen it at every week and round that we've done, that the reverse grid race is always certainly my favourite, and probably most of you viewers at home the favourite. It's always so close, isn't it? And we also, like I said earlier, you bring people into the mix that aren't normally there, which is the brilliant beauty of the reverse grid, isn't it?
Well, that's it. Anything can happen in the mid-pack if the action kicks off and the bumping starts happening. These guys at the front, that start at the front, that don't normally tend to be there, they've got a huge chance of getting some great points. As you can see, Brian there, he'll be taking pole position by the looks of things.
Yeah, not long till lights out. I'm going to sort myself a drink and be ready for the action for race 2.
Sounds good to me. Right, we're just going to sit here and have a little look. So we see Brian is off on the front. And fun. And we've got, I see Gigi there. I'm going to have to go through the list and see if we get it wrong, because that'll be Fiala there as well. So we've got Brian. We've got Gigi. We have Brizant. Then it'll be Twiz and Miro. No, that's definitely not. Mav's there. So I love my grid system because it doesn't work half the time. Never mind. We're going to sit with Brian, I think, to see if he gets a good start. I wonder if Cody can get a little bit of revenge from his poor start last race. But we will just have to see. Oh, we got 55 seconds until we're away for race number 2. And I hope you're going to be ready for this one. It's going to be an absolute cracker, methinks. So remember, top 10 reverse for this one. Big points on offer. Mikhail definitely loved that one. Definitely closing up some points on Mickey QT is not here. So
I think Cody had been wanting to make a comeback after his obviously stall off the line of whatever happened in race 1 when he did get back up there, but I think he's going to... Oh, so we see Louis kick from the race.
Oh dear.
Having some technical problems or...
Oh, it looked like he had an unstable ping of 1,000, so...
Oh, cool, that is bad, isn't it? Crikey.
That's a great goal for lights out. On board with Brian on pole. GG right next to him. Everyone. And we are... Lights out and away we go for round 2 reverse grid.
Start from Brian.
It's Brian, absolutely off the line. GG there as well. Brisen right behind him. Twiz there. Looks like most folks have behaved themselves so far. Sorry, race 2.
That's only the first corner, Paddy. I think we've got a bit too optimistic there.
If they can make it off the line down the straight. GG making moves. Brisen's there. Twiz trying to find a gap. Oh, a bump from behind.
There we go. This is where it all starts to maybe unravel with a bit of chaos.
See Mikhail trying to go out. He's trying to find a space on the right outside there, just behind Mav. Parmesan in a good spot right now up alongside Riguibi. Where's Cody? He's a couple of cars back as well. Oh, Riguibi touching. There was Brian.
Briefly lost it on the curb, but then I think it's more. There was a bit of contact. Does he keep it off the track? Yes, only just.
Oh, Brian. That was close. Still having a little look at Riguibi now. We've got Parmesan in front of him having a little battle up there. Who's that? It's Cody right behind. So Cody making up some good spots. Parmesan up into 3rd. Twiz in 2nd. GG. The Lemon has made a good run there. Is that Brisen making mistakes? Yep, which is allowing Cody up inside.
Brisen had a good start up to P10.
Riguibi versus Parmesan. Whoa.
This is going to be interesting. I think the mid-pack, well, even the mid-pack fight for 4th. I think this is going to be interesting. We've got a big, long MX5 train like we've seen. Or, well, maybe not an MX5 train, but we're just trying to get the positions. Why not?
They're having a good tussle with each other here. This mid-pack's looking absolutely spicy. Mikhail is looking to have a little dive up the inside of Mav there. I think he's just a little bit too far back for that one. Parmesan, though, was looking up the inside of Riguibi there, and Cody in and amongst this as well.
That's a good run for Riguibi, wasn't it? I mean, he went round the outside and he's got a little bit of a gap between them two behind.
Cody and Parmesan side by side there as well. And there's Mav holding off Mikhail just behind. Parmesan out a little bit wide, still has the inside against Cody. Gigilin's making a little bit of a gap.
And not much of a, not a very good start for Alan, is it? I mean, it's down to P9 because obviously, where did he finish in race 1? 5th, so would have started 5th and he's dropped down to P9. So I believe Aiden had a good start up to P10 as well as Michael Peck. So both of them followed each other through from obviously race 1, but this is the main battle at the moment. We're riding on board with Riguibi. Cody trying to try around the outside, and then you don't rule out Parmesan. He's on the inside. He's going to try and get past. I think he's going to get past Riguibi. Yes, he is. So he's going to try. Oh, they're going to try and go through wide.
Gigiland with currently the fastest time of the race, 1:24.776, and yeah, this battle for P3 is very much hotting up. Cody looks like he's got the advantage at the moment. And Mikhail still struggling to get past Brisen, and Mav making inroads. That's him up to P6.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we've got a good group of 3 here, and then Mav leading the next group of 3 behind, and then obviously you've got Alan just behind them. So good couple of little groups.
It's turning into some good little battles here. We do love a little reverse grid. Gigilin making some ground ahead of Twiz. So this is giving him an advantage. GOVEE out of nowhere down the inside of Cody.
Yeah. That probably shocked. I mean, obviously you've got. Oh look, they're trying to go through wide again. Cody gonna get up the inside. Yes, he is gonna take P3. GOVEE running quite wide. Still there, isn't he? They're having a good fight for this last place on the podium.
Good fair battlings, yeah, here in the MX5s. I've got to admit, absolutely loving it. And what I'll do now is I need to let the cat out because he's being demanding. You have the reins, my friend. I'll stay on this battle.
As we did see him, little Peck. He was in P11, but he's made a slight mistake, or maybe Fiala did just get past him as he is a bit quicker. But still, on this pretty decent, well, very decent battle. We're right on board now with GOVEE, Parmesan in P4. GOVEE's still there. He's still trying to get past. He's going to have a bit of slipstream. GOVEE slots in behind. And then you've obviously got Mav in P6. I mean, he's pulled away from Mikhail in P7. As well, we see Cody go very, very wide through that corner. That's allowed, obviously, Parmesan, GOVEE, Mav, and Twiz up the inside. That was Twiz, yeah.
It was Twiz that had lost that one because it's Cody now chasing down GG with Parmesan up the third. It's the purple liveries, yeah.
Both got the same liveries, yeah.
There are multiple car 23s on grid. GOVEE and Parmesan battling. Mav still holding the fort well against Mikhail in P5.
He managed to get the better of, obviously he's got up a position because of Twiz's mistake, but this good little battle, I think in a minute, eventually, there's going to be a battle probably from 3rd down to about 8th.
Yep, and GOVEE all over the back of Parmesan. Mikhail all over the back of Mav at the moment. This is nuts! Gap at the front, still 1.8. Cody is closing quickly on the back of GG.
Yeah, but GG still, I mean, I'd like to see him win, to be honest, and nice different winner. And obviously we did see him have some good pace in qualifying, and then obviously he was unlucky in race 1, but I'd like to see him win if he can keep Cody for the next. If he can keep Cody behind once he closes up for the next 10 minutes, once he closes up, that's going to be very impressive if he can.
So Mikhail making a move there on Mav and having it stick. Alan got up the inside of Twiz as well for P7. And what a little group this is turning out to be. GOVEE all over the bumper of Parmesan. He likes sniffing that thing.
Yeah, definitely. He certainly likes. I mean, it's a very nice raspberry livery.
Whoa.
Oh, look, GOVEE caught right over the grass and the gravel. Did very well to save that, because obviously what happened to Brian at the start of the race. So very good control from him, and he's still right over the back as if nothing had happened. So very good. Still trying to make a move. Look, it's not over. Oh, as we see Parmesan have a little slide through there, but he likes sliding around the corners. We've seen that all race, all evening long from him.
Absolutely battling hard, and yeah, maybe it was a case of he was just a little bit too close to the back bumper there of Parmesan, kind of lost sighting a little bit of where he was on track, but good car control regardless. Mikhail catching up to the back of this battle as well. Mav now falling slightly into the clutches of Alan. Parmesan setting the fastest lap though, so we got some fighting going on today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw a good fight throughout race 1, didn't we, as well, with obviously the mid-pack and further down the order as well, but this has been a stellar of a race so far, and we've still got 12.5 minutes to carry this on, as Alan does close a lot more up to Mav. Mav running a little bit wide over the curb, but that's allowing Alan to get right up behind him, and he's going to probably slipstream and try and make a move into the first hairpin, I'm guessing. Yeah,
flash the lights as well, just letting Mav know he's there. Some kind of distraction tactic. See Mikhail starting to make moves on GOVEE as well. Just up ahead there. So race 1 winner. We'll definitely be looking to try and climb up this order some more, get those extra points in on Miku while he's not here. But these guys are not going to make it easy for him.
Oh god, no, definitely not. Parmesan just setting a very decent, well, very quick lap time. Not in the 23s yet, none of them, but the 24.109, so decent. And I think he's going to try and chase down Cody, but Now Cody's right on the back of GG Lund, 0.7, so he's brought that gap right down, and he's still got 11 minutes to close that gap even more and overtake.
Talking of overtakes, here's Mikel looking to go down the inside of GOVEE for P4.
I think he's going to make that stick yet. Mikel up to P4, but then GOVEE does have the faster pace around the outside, but then he slots back in. I think he might try and make a move again, because we have seen GOVEE make a couple of mistakes tonight, but he's been there or thereabouts, and he's managed to save quite a few of them.
Yeah, we are going to skip up to our leaders, and it is the lemon of GG against Cody. Cody has some serious pace on him this evening. Down the inside, nope. Down the outside, maybe.
I think he's going to try around the outside and get the inside for the next hairpin, isn't he? Yeah, they're going to go maybe something like
good drive.
Out, yeah, very good. Cody up the inside to take P1. Didn't take him long. As he runs
GG with
a
the
little bit
cutback.
wide. Yeah, GG up to try and challenge him again, and he's probably going to. Oh, I was going to say no. Cody up to P1. I think this battle will last maybe a lap or so until obviously Cody does find the rhythm, and as we see GG Lund try to get up the inside, but I think obviously Cody with the outside line here have a bit more pace down the straight.
Well, look at that, Parmesan gaining. And you've got Mikel not too far behind as well, and he's still got GOVEE on his tail, so it's still all to play for down here.
Leon, I mean, Alan is still all over the back of Mav as well, but the main battle that we've got is obviously Cody and GG Lund. GG Lund's still trying to challenge. He's nearly side by side. He's got the undercut. Contact! Oh, disaster!
Oh no, double contact!
Oh.
Parmesan and Cody. Oh, the luck that Cody doesn't have. But what happened there? What happened? What did GG do? It's disaster.
I feel like GG went up the inside and maybe he tapped his right rear. I don't know, but I'm not surmising, but it looked maybe a bit like that. But it's happened so quickly, and don't know what happened. But now we see GOVEE take P1, so that's going to be very much of a surprise for him now that he's leading, and obviously Mikel behind, and then GG in third. Mav right up to P4 now. Obviously, he's got Alan right up behind him, so Mav's going to try and make a move on the recovering GG, but GG manages to still stay in P3.
I tell you what, one driver with a huge smile on his face right now will be Mikel. That was somebody. That was Alan, wasn't it? Alan into the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Cody
and Alan.
Well, he was involved, yeah.
Disaster for Cody. He had a disastrous start in race 1, and now he's having an absolute disaster here in race 2. In contact with Alan, sees him plummet down P9 and P10, so big wins for Mikel. GOVEE, our new race leader.
Well, Aiden got up there as well.
I think Aiden may be in the pits.
Oh, he's in the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. He obviously briefly got in the pits and then overtook. But
he overtook everyone on his way to the pits. The engine blew up. Oh no. His engine blew up. I think he may have money shifted. Which is a bit of a disaster. So GOVEE, the big winner here, but he's fending off Mikel hard. GG Lund is still there. Mav not too far behind, and Parmesan will definitely be trying to catch back up to the front. But yeah, we'd like to know what happened there. That was a bit manic, to say the least. Cody way down in P10 now. He'll not be a happy man.
Oh god, no. I'd love to hear what he says about race 1, but I was interested about race 1 the start, but now I'm even more interested about obviously the contact, and GG obviously having a bit more of a rough ride because he had the double contact, whether that was caused by him or I don't know what happened, to be honest, but still there in P3 somehow. I don't really know how, but now Mav is under pressure from Parmesan again.
He is. It's all kicking off. Cody now up to P9. He's overtaking Fiala. Still behind Alan. So 7 minutes to go, and we've had major change. See up front, it's Mikel looking to make a move on GOVEE. Going to be back-to-back wins from Mikel today. Parmesan up the inside of Mev. GOVEE is still holding on. He's not giving Mikel an easy run at all. But yeah, Parmesan down the inside of Mav, and he's like, thanks very much, mate. P4 is mine, and Team 5 member Mav in P5.
Well, as they're trying to go side by side, I think, for the lead. Whether I think I just caught that on the screen, maybe. Yeah, they're trying to. And Mikhail gets the O. Yeah, he's gonna.
Oh,
push each other
contact
off, yeah.
again! Oh, it's getting a bit spicy here in race number 2. Was that a bit of a revenge hit? I think.
Well, I think it was. Oh look! Oh, now GG in the lead. Oh, honestly, so this has been total carnage. I mean, we predicted it, but now look at this. We're gonna have a battle.
Here we go.
Again. Look.
This is.
Oh, crikey.
Oh my goodness! It's like a night at the Saturday Stockies. That's what this is. There's just been absolute craziness. GG Land up to P1. That puts Miro down to P2. Mav somehow up in P3.
And I think half of the contact has been unnecessary, really. Some of it, obviously, a bit of racing, a bit too close. But then I think some of it, well, certainly the last couple of corners, I think a lot of that's been unnecessary, to be honest.
Yeah, a little bit of a frowned upon action has to be said. Committed there. 5.5 minutes to go. Not the most nicest of scenes, but I tell you what, big wins here for Maverick and Twiz, P3 and P4 respectively. I mean, didn't think Mav was expecting a podium tonight.
No, I mean, definitely for GG Land as well, because obviously, I know he was up there anyway, but he did have the contact with Cody and then some more contact with Parmesan, so to still be P1 and pulling away, but now we see Mav trying to make the move for P2. Mav absolutely flying. I know he's been helped by some contact, but he's still got some pace, and they're going to do exactly the same. Yeah, they're going to run a little bit wide, not too much, but I think Mav is maybe going to try and challenge GOVEE to get up the inside. Both keep it clean round there this time. That's good from all of them. And yeah, I think maybe this is going to be a good battle to keep an eye on.
Great battle to keep an eye on, and we've still got just over 4.5 minutes to go, and it's kicking off behind as well, because you've got Mikhail, Twiz and Barizin all getting jiggy with it. GOVEE has just fended off Mav for now.
I mean, if these two keep battling and them three behind realise that the two in front are battling, they might just be like, come on, let's keep going, and then they might get the message that they all want to try and catch up, and then there'll be a good battle for obviously P3 if they all get the message, but I don't think they're going to be honest. They all just want to race, don't they? Get the positions.
No, so they just want to have fun, go fast, get some good points, and most importantly, get to the end. And as we see Mikhail trying to go thread the needle between Twiz and Brizin.
Yeah, Brizin's looking quite quick, to be honest. He's right up there. I mean, he was all over the back of people in race 1, but he's still looking very, very quick, and he's wanting to try and challenge, and he's just waiting for, obviously, Mikhail and Twiz, maybe if they have a bit of contact. I don't want any more, but, you know, he's probably hoping for that, and he's closing right up behind. So he's going to try and get past Twiz, maybe. He might try the outside or the inside in a minute, up to the hairpin. He's flying. I mean, he's got some very good pace tonight, Brizin.
He is. He's doing really well. He said he had a good run in the Taxes yesterday around here, so he knows Vallelunga well. He seems to enjoy it, which is really good to see. Let's see what other battles. Twiz just sitting behind Mikhail, not losing him. That battle between Mav and GOVEE is ongoing up ahead. We'll see if we can get back to that one real quick. And,
still got a bit of a battle at the right at the end with Brian and Michael Peck. Was a little bit closer, but only half a second. So, like I mentioned in race 1, there's still some good battles wherever you are, whatever your ability. You've got someone to race here at Phoenix Simsport.
That's it, and you know, GG getting away 3.2, but I'd say that's a bit of a controversial lead that he's acquired. Well, obviously that'll be what the stewards will decide, but yeah, a little bit controversial here from the comms box, and then things getting spicy between GOVEE and Mikhail as well, which will probably no doubt get reviewed. But everyone's still on track, everyone's still going. Mav falling a little bit back now from GOVEE. Mikhail starting to close the door up behind Mav. Well, we've got just below gap to the front, 3.3 seconds. Brizin isn't too far off the back of Twiz, and Parmesan is now closing back in after the fiascos of earlier on. Cody fastest lap with a 1:23.7, 5.1 seconds off the back after all that chaos earlier. You'd have to feel that Cody didn't deserve that. That was none of his fault at all.
No, he didn't deserve any of that. I mean, he's going to be feeling really frustrated after that. I mean, you saw him in race 1 having a comeback, and he did get up to P3, but a pretty poor evening for him, sadly. I mean, P3 was good for race 1, but certainly P8 wasn't what he was hoping. I mean, he's got a bit of a gap to close for Parmesan, because obviously these 3 are battling. That's who we'd come across next, these 3. But if these 3 continue to battle, as we do see, Parmesan has closed that gap, and he's going to try and get past Brizin now for P6.
Yep, so again, Parmesan also caught up in that skirmish earlier on, just another kind of innocent bystander after having a fantastic start to the race as well. So yeah, he's just kind of trying to claw back as many places as he can, try to claw back as many points as he can. I thought he was definitely
Trying
could
to
have
do a
been.
double overtake. Oh, more little bit oh, it was door banging.
It was door banging, but it's close.
He's trying to do a bit of double overtake, and he's got up to P5, so good stuff from him. It was got a bit of hairy in between, in the middle of the corner, but stuff. And but I think Swizz is probably going to have a bit more of a run, because obviously didn't slow the car down as much, but he's still all over the back of him. Parmesan's still there in P5 though, so impressive stuff from him to get back up to the top 5.
It's not over yet. We've still got 30 seconds, so we'll be going on to our lead lap very shortly. And we're going to check our leader right now. It is GG. And I think he'll be
we should just get to the line, maybe. I don't know, actually. Only 15 seconds.
Ooh, this could be a tight one.
Yeah.
No, I think we are just going to get over the line for one more lap, maybe. Or this could actually be it. Is he going to let off the throttle? Is he going to let off the throttle and take the win here?
Yeah.
He does. GG
yes,
takes the lead. GG does win the race. GOVEE is second, Mav third, and that will be Mikhail fourth, Parmesan fifth, sixth will be Twiz, right behind him Brizin. That could all change just over the line. Cody in eighth, Alan in ninth, Fiala in 10th, Brian in 11th, Mr. Peck in 12th, and then we had non-finishes for Louis and Aiden this evening, unfortunately. But yeah, that got a little bit spicy, that, didn't it?
Sure, did it. I mean, we had, certainly the last 6-7 minutes was proper kicking off. I mean, they all tried to keep it clean. Well, they did keep it clean towards the start, but then couldn't really keep it clean. They had to have a bit of contact, you know. Whether that was legal or not, that's for, obviously, like you say, the stewards to decide. But it'd be certainly interesting for when we come back next week, where they will obviously to tell you the outcome of that. I think that'd be interesting.
Oh, very interesting indeed. Either way, you can't take it away from what was a fantastic race, has to be said. Thoroughly enjoyable, especially race 1. That was excellent fun.
Yeah, it was very impressive and close, obviously, with Cody making his way back through the field, but just a bit bad luck for the second race again.
Oh, that's exactly it. And all can change, all can kick off when it comes to MX5s, and it absolutely did tonight. So let's go drag some folks in for some conversations. And yeah, we'll just make sure to get the right place to send them. That'll be a good start. So we have one. I wish Discord I could use voice commands on Discord. It would make my life so much easier. Oh my goodness. Move him to the commentators room, please. And one more. Right. Now I have everybody here for a good wee post-race natter. And what races those were this evening. Who are we going to get started with? Because that was fun to say the least. Brian, it's good to have you back. You probably had the most sticker-laden car there this evening. We thought maybe it could be slowing your car down a little bit. But some good results there. That'll be some good points for you. How did you feel the races went?
Oh, went pretty good. This is my first time racing, particularly this track. So I had to learn it during practice, so it was fun.
You find it a little bit difficult. I mean, you spent most of your race kind of just racing your own little thing, weren't you? You were a bit ahead of Peck and Aiden, and I believe it was Louis. So you're thinking maybe you could have got a bit more out of the day, or I don't know. How do you think you could have improved?
Yeah, I could have improved if I had a little bit of slipstream. At the beginning, everyone just crashed, so that made me lose a couple of places. Make me lose the slipstream a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit more difficult catching up the slipstream, especially the people in front, especially the top 10. They're really quick out there, so... Yeah, if I had a little bit more slipstream, I think I would have been able to catch up or at least keep up with the people ahead of me.
Yeah, what happened to you at the start of race 2? You seem to have an absolute flying start off of pole. And then something happened coming into the second sector, which saw you parked up on the grass, unfortunately, to let everybody pass. What exactly happened there?
So I was coming into that sector. I had someone on my right. They were going to take the inside, so I braked a little bit earlier. But unfortunately, I got hit from behind, so that made my car spin into the grass. So I was holding on for dear life on those brakes. Because on the grass, I was just going through, and I thought I was going to hit everyone. Just murdered the whole pack. But unfortunately, I stopped at the last second, and everyone got saved.
Brian, that was brilliant car control. I commented when that happened. That was amazing car control.
I think the both of us were sitting there going, "Oh no, Brian, no!"
Yeah, I thought I was gonna murder everyone.
Yeah, it was very impressive stuff. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, we did have a little bit of murdering later on in the race, but I'm sure we'll definitely get to that. But yeah, it was a great little run there, Brian. There'll be some healthy points on the board, man. That's definitely what counts. And obviously, we're looking forward to seeing you back next week as well. And
thank you. Next week is Monaco. Hopefully, we can do better there.
Yeah,
it's all about quality there.
Monaco would be a good run, especially in the MX5s. But that's gonna be a good one. Looking forward to that. But we'll swiftly move on before the Twitch ad bots get me really annoyed.
Thank you, Paddy. You're sexy.
Oh my goodness, Brian. Thank you. Moving on, Cody. You were rapid today, absolutely rapid, but your races looked like they fell apart through no fault of your own. You were definitely on for the win in both. What happened at the start of race 1, and can you talk us through I would say it was a little bit of drama in race 2.
Yeah, cheers, Paddy. So not sure why, but my HUD or Assetto Corsa or content manager itself decided to skip a beat and just not give me the starting lights for the first race. So by the time I realized everyone got going, it was kind of too late. Dropped to 11th, and I was just at that point trying to limit the damage as much as possible because you got Mikel, you got Parmesan. Those guys are absolutely rapid, and I did make it through the rest of the field, but there just weren't enough laps for me to chase them down and pose any real threat. Second race, it started off all right. Started making up positions once the field settled down a bit, and there was a bit of a kerfuffle between me and GG Land towards the end there of the first half of the race. But as Maverick would say, it was all according to the script, and that it made it a lot more interesting towards the end. So I obviously lost out. Tried making up some pace, but again, maybe I should blame Maverick for this, but he misshifted coming into the chicane towards the end of Sector 2. Alan got held up behind him. I didn't really interpret that correctly at the time, and I kind of drove back into the back of Alan. Obviously I need to let him pass through, and stopping on the side of the track for a good part of 10 seconds doesn't help my race. So at the end of the day, it's a bit of a story of what could have been, but I'm just happy that everyone had a bit of fun today, and that's what this league is all about: having some fun, having some good close racing, and definitely looking forward to next time out in Monaco. That's going to be even more chaos, I imagine.
Oh, I can't wait for reverse grid next week. As well. Well, you can come away with something this week. It has been fastest lap in both races, so you can have that one.
I think Mikel actually got the fastest lap in the first one, but fair enough.
I think I think you're right. I did. Oh, but you get one of them.
23.7 in the end, I think, from him.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, from the both of us, eh?
Damn, boys.
Yeah.
That's rapid. But yeah, can't wait to see you back at Monaco, and thank you very much for joining us this evening. And again, commiserations on not getting what you wanted, but still some fantastic driving from you this evening, and we will switch on over up to Mr. Miro Rugweeby. How are we doing this evening? Great little first run from you. You had a little mistake on the first lap which set you back. You still had some good pace, and then race 2, there looked like there was a little bit of a heated on-track discussion, shall we say, with you and Mr. Mikel. You want to talk us through that one?
Yeah, of course. First race, I thought, you know what? I will be having a great race after coming back from the hospital and everything. Yeah, in first race, of course, I got taken out, which is unfortunately, of course. But I said to myself that I got this. So yeah, from last to P6, which is absolutely great. I'm very happy about that result. And yeah, um, everything was happening on the track. So yeah, I can describe how much chaos that was actually. Uh, second race, yeah, again P5, like normally. Uh, yeah, there was some more chaos. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I was then in P3 and then I dropped down to P5, I think. And then I was in P1 and I was defending for my life, and yeah, then I got into contact with uh, I don't know who that was, Parmesan or something. I don't remember. But yeah, he was lagging all over the place, and so yeah, that's why we had contact. Um, but for the other stuff, yeah, it was very fun. It was very funny, and very chaos.
Yeah, you said it. Chaos for the second race for sure. But some good points for you. And I mean, you were racing pretty hard there out the front with Mikel for a good bit. You had some good defending going on for a good long battle, which was impressive to see. It just looked like you definitely had some pace on you today. And it has been good to see you back kind of up the top where you belong. You looking forward to Monaco next week?
Monaco. No, actually, I'm way too broke to go there, so I unfortunately can't go. I think.
All right. Right, we'll just have to pack him in the suitcase. He's coming with us. I never said that out loud, did I? No, that would be great to have you there, man. We'll get you there. We'll get you there. But again, great
Yeah.
little racing today. It was good, great fun to watch you. A little bit of controversy at the end, but sometimes you just have to enjoy. But we shall shift on because I've got one more attempt to tell Twitch to shut up about drowning people in ads before I have no choice and I have to surrender to it. So we'll quickly switch on to Mr. OG in the lemon car, as I like to call it today. That was some good running for you. A maybe not so great first race, but the second race, again, full of controversy that you seem to pay off with. And yes, I did call you the lemon car today.
Yeah, I mean, first race was just really unlucky. First lap with just a bunch of bumper car moments, which were just kind of lap one incidents. Ended up in P12, fought back pretty nicely, had some good pace to get back to P9. And then I was just, for half of the race, I was just in P9 thinking about starting the next race from the front row. And yeah, the second race was going well. I got a nice gap, got the move done. But I have to say that I feel really bad about the incident with Cody, sorry. I just got too late on the brakes and I couldn't turn quick enough, and I just ended up hitting him. And then second contact, I don't really know if that was as much my fault, but I just know the first one was, and I think Cody really deserved a good result with the insane pace that he had, and I kind of ruined that for him. So a bit of a bittersweet win, but I'm happy that I at least avoided the other chaos and just ended with the win on track.
Oh, it's all right. We caught everything in 4K, so you'll be glad to know you can go back through the VOD afterwards and you can make your own opinion about what happened there at the end, because we were both just like, "Oh, whoa, this is a very spicy second race." This can imagine there was a few mirrors getting pulled off in the pit lane afterwards. But a fantastic drive for you at the end. It seems like fate had your hand in race 2 after that all unfolded. You just swept yourself away.
Yeah, I mean, Cody is a really good sport about it, but I still think it's completely my bad, and I would just apologize for that again.
You'll say that
Yeah,
until you come back next week and your Mazda badge is missing and he's grinning at the other end of the pit lane. Monaco next week. What's your thoughts on that one?
I'm not the best at Monaco, and I am not the most fond of Monaco, but perhaps in Tatus and MX5 it might be a bit more fun, hopefully.
Yeah.
And yeah, that reverse grid is going to be an absolute bloodbath.
Oh, does that mean I can finally say on cam, well, not on cam, on the comms right before the race, no heroics into Sandoval? Yeah, I've been waiting to say that. I get to say it next week. Oh, can't wait. Yeah, MX5s and taxes should be great round Monaco, because at least you can overtake each other and it won't be a procession.
Yeah, nah. That's gonna be our hell because yeah, it's so tiny. You can, if you wanna try to get side by side, yeah, good luck with that.
I've seen you guys do it in tighter spaces. You're fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Excuse me.
Oh my goodness. Right. We're going to call it an end there, folks. That's us. We're still in PG hour. Yeah, we are done for the day with some fantastic racing. A big huge thanks to Jake for joining me in the comms box this evening and making you guys, obviously making me a bit bearable as well. More bearable. So you didn't have to monotonously listen to me for 2 hours. But we will be back tomorrow. Well, Mav will be back first of all tomorrow because he is. We have ACC at the Hungaroring. Looking like a hot day on track. So tire wear not looking like it's going to be fun. But that should be an action-packed race. And then we have LMU in the evening, and I can't remember where we are at LMU. Quickly check that. Where are we tomorrow? Is it Kota? I think we're at Kota tomorrow for LMU. Let me just double check. We are at. Yep, we're at Kota. I think tomorrow. 6. Yes, Kota. Kota for LMUs tomorrow. And then we have AC on Sunday with the Formula Alpha. So packed weekend, as per usual. But from us this evening, we're going to call it a night. We'll be back tomorrow with the ACC. So for me and the team, have yourselves a good one, and we'll catch you later. Good night.
Night.